Okay, that's a rip.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay. Game's loading. Okay. Make sure I'm on the screen. Lots of things about. Escape button on your menu. Okay. Seeing as we're next to this, we'll go down here. Hopefully the brightness is okay on the screen. If it isn't, let me know, and I will see what I can do to correct it next time. Okay. Settings dimensional imager. Topographical extrusion test. Marker switch diagram. Water turbulent pool. Okay, so think options, controller diagram, X for screenshot, P for notebook, pause. Okay, so it's pretty basic. So if we hit X for that, push to interact. Okay, so you're 67. So that should be the water pool, which I believe it was. A marker diagram is 47. So what's the marker diagram? Okay. That's a marker diagram. What's number 40? Okay. So a giant rock of some kind. Okay, let's set this back to 67. Because that's what it was originally. Okay. So we can change the pattern here for some reason. Not sure why. But we can change patterns. Okay, so that looks like the marker that we saw in the pattern. Can't say I saw it do anything. Hang on. Nope. It's up here. Okay, so there's another one of these. Got the pointer finger there, but can't see any interactables. What are you? Catherine, I left for you a message of utmost importance in our forever chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Okay, so we need to find out how many markers are. If I can back out of it. That's 2 that we've seen. And we've been in the chamber, so we know how to change things. 2, 3. Go this way. 1 there, 4. Not seen anything down. Oh, stuck on the edge. We've found 4 so far. Five. 6. That one over there? 7, yeah. 8. 8. Let's make sure there aren't any inside buildings, but okay, this is going deeper. Okay. Power to ship. The one just does that and one does the chip. And the generator switches. Okay. So in different dials. Okay. Turn them off. Okay, so that powers that up. The ship's underwater, so I guess we don't need to power that just yet. Apologies. We found 8. Hang on. Didn't check this. Oh, we can't get to that just yet. What are you? I should have checked you when I was down here. Okay, so you're a clock. Okay, so we've got a safe, a tree trunk, pressure and Okay. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Or it didn't seem to. And I guess that's a picture of this tree. Okay. Okay, so you're a model of the ship, I guess. What are you? Beetle. Snake. An eye. Okay, so there's several different ones. We've got a ladder. Just doing some exploring so we know what's going on. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Haven't been in here, I don't think. Okay. Okay, so January the 1st. Okay, so you move things up. Okay, so that's a date thing. What's in here? Yep, I already checked that. X to take pictures. You can access your photos through the menu. Okay. Right. So you. Whole bunch of static. So what are you? Okay. The page went into the book. Who are you?
You must help me. Bring me a red page. I can't see. I need a red page. You must. Please bring me. Beg of you, bring page.
Okay, so he wants some pages. Okay, there's a blue one over here.
Serious? Seal. A seal? You must
You're Akina. Okay.
bring me pages.
And you need pages as well, huh? Okay. So we've got two people trapped in books who need pages. Okay, what are you? Okay. Okay, so we're going to need to find something that gives us some patterns. What are you? Okay, it's a hidden door. No, the way out's closed. Okay. We're in the library, I guess. Or else we're going up to the library, whichever way it may be. Guess we'll find out. Oh, tower. Well, this doesn't look much like a library. So a key. Some kind of plate. A book. With nothing. Got some ladders. Can't say because... Nope, not seeing anything up here. What's the door? Okay. And I guess this one shows to the outside, so I'm guessing it opens that. Okay. Now you were... Okay. Push to interact. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller, rocky islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change to their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. Okay, submersible lamp. Oops, let's go back. That's not what I meant to do. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of lights from the horizon which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. Okay, so a lighthouse. And the lights on the top. Okay, I return with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is complete, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but these alterations pose no problem. The boys are quite strong and having helped me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. So 3 weeks, 2 days to build a lighthouse. That's not bad. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe with the surprise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet these additional neighbours. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with the writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think, okay. Okay, so we've got, guess this is a Stone Age. I guess that's a boat that's broken. The lighthouse. Okay. I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open some day in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. Okay. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The 3 original boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 to 50 centimetres. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wondered aloud with them what things would be like here in another 10 years. Okay, so we've got some constellations. Okay. We found some constellations and snake. Constellations? I think there was a snake in that. And an eye, yeah. So I guess maybe that relates to this somehow. But we don't know how, I guess. Right. So there was 8 of them, and this said, I've left a message for you of utmost importance in our 4th chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Okay. I found 8. Let's put 8 into that number and see what it gives us. Don't do anything.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar. But I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Tower rotation. Okay. Oops, yeah, you can't just walk out. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so we'll start here next time and hopefully try and figure things out a bit further. I think we've got a little bit of story, and I know there's some more books, but that was a long book that we just read, so we'll see where we get to next. I will see you all next time. Take care and have fun. Bye now.